Congratulations, you've changed the law in this country, right? Now, I'm one of those people who doesn't eat vegetarian food, although I do occasionally from time to time. I'm not a vegan, but I absolutely respect your right to be one. This is a landmark ruling for you. What made you feel so strongly that you had to go to an employment tribunal about this?
Well, to be honest, I didn't expect that my individual case would lead to this major change because I simply was a vegan and was fired.
Right.
And therefore I said, well, like anybody is fired, what are my rights? Can I complain? Can I change the situation?
Yeah.
Then when I was consulting lawyers, I realized that my belief, which I thought already was protected, by the way, it wasn't. That I happened to be the first person that would ask the question of whether it should be protected. And,
right.
and by chance, I was involved in the first case that now might have not just a good influence in everybody that is vegan in the UK, but might inspire other vegans in other countries that they have similar situations, that they might decide perhaps we should do the same and go to court and try to protect our beliefs over there. So it might have international repercussions.
So you were sacked originally for gross misconduct because you told colleagues, I'm told, that the pension fund for the League Against Cruel Sports was investing in companies which were involved in animal testing. Is that right?
It's right, but I cannot talk of the details of that part of my case. The case is still ongoing, and it's still litigation going on. This was a pre-hearing of the actual full case that will continue later in February, and that's where these questions will be discussed.
Yes.
So, and therefore it will be inappropriate for me to comment.
No, okay.
But,
although it may well be that this particular development makes your position much stronger, doesn't it?
It might well be. Indeed, you're right, in the sense that any case that you have develop in different phases. Anytime you succeed in one phase, improve the chances to win in the end. But you never know. It will be a different law, a different employment tribunal, a different judge. But definitely makes obviously my case strong in that regard. That I was needed to prove this point in order to continue with my case. And the point has been proven.
Right. And ethical veganism presumably means that you can only work for organisations which do not invest in things which you would be against, for example. So have you been able to find another job where that's possible?
Well, I've been ethical vegan for 18 years, and I've worked for many organizations in the past. At the moment, I still haven't found the right one. I'm still looking for it, but I'm sure I'm going to find it. It's not a matter of having a perfect organization. It's a matter of choosing the best possible option. So when you work with when you choose anything as an ethical vegan, sometimes you do have vegan-friendly options, sometimes you don't, and you have to be pragmatic because the world is not always 100% favorable to veganism. And sometimes in an organization, is an issue of pension funds, they might already have a pension fund instituted for you, or they might change it, or you can change yours. So there's always an option to do.
Right.
So
you would work for a company that had a pension fund that maybe you didn't necessarily agree with, if you could, if you needed to.
Well, it depends of what the pension fund goes. I would not go to a company that forced me to invest my contribution to vivisection, for instance. That's definitely, or pharmaceutical companies that do tests. But what I do now, when I am interviewing for jobs, is I do ask the questions about the pensions and everything else, and that will inform my judgment to whether I should work with them or not.
So at the moment, are you working at the moment or no?
I'm looking for another job at this moment, so I'm between jobs, as they say.
Okay. And I read a story about you a week or so ago when this was still firstly coming into the media, and it said that you don't like to travel by bus. Is that right?
That's not right. That's what some press has made a point, but they got it wrong. They misinterpreted my statement. In my statement, what I say is when I have to travel anywhere, I use also the knowledge about which options do I have that might minimize my negative impact to animal life.
Right.
So if, for instance, if it's winter where there are not insects out there, I would take a bus. I don't have any problem there. But if it's a summer, in a spring, there is a lot of insects out there, and I have a choice, I'll take the tube. There are fewer insects there than outside.
Okay.
So any decisions you make. So I do consider every time I take a public transport which options do I have, and I choose the one that minimizes the impact on animal life.
Sure,
And sometimes
because you could. I mean,
not taking the bus.
you could have an impact, I guess, on animal life just by being alive. You know, just by moving around.
You always
If
have.
you walk, you could be killing
Correct.
insects by walking.
Correct. That's why it's all about minimizing rather than completely eliminating, because you can't possibly eliminate everything. But anything that you have a choice, that you can choose one aspect to the other, and one of the choices is involves less animal suffering than the other. That's what we choose as vegans.
Okay.
So
And have you always been a vegan, Jordi?
No. As most vegans will tell you, most of us were meat eaters when we were born and grew up, and at one point we learned about what the effect of our behavior in other animals. We discussed things, we saw documentaries, and we became vegan. I've been vegan for 18 years. Actually, yesterday was my 18 years vegan anniversary.
Okay. And what's your favourite vegan food?
This is a question I often ask. I don't have really one, but I do like a lot of vegetables, but perhaps hummus. Hummus is one of the foods that I compare with.
I think everybody loves hummus. I mean, I think you don't have an argument with anyone there.
Correct. That's why I normally say it, because everybody knows then what I'm talking about.
And do you have children? Are they vegans?
I don't. No. If I did get married and have children, I would only marry a vegan, and I will only raise my children as vegans. And of course, when they will become adults like anybody else, they will have their choices to make. But I would do my best to be sure that their life contributes as little as possible to the destruction of the environment, to the suffering of animals, and to all the problems of eating meat that causes and animal products, because it's for their own benefit and for the benefit of everybody else that they will have to share the planet with.
Okay. Well, listen, well done, Jordi. When is the next phase of the case? When do we next
That will be
hear
the end of February.
End of February. Okay. Well, good luck finding a job. If we get anybody offering you one, we'll pass it on to you.